You know, it'd be great, and I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna take the open house flag here that all realtors, people that do open houses know. I'm gonna tie it around my neck, and I'll do like the Superman pose with, with my arms crossed, and I'll pick a nice windy day where this can be just flailing in the wind behind me. Wouldn't that be cool? Especially if you're gonna get your photo taken for, you can put that on your business card. I'm the open house man or woman. Sunny, cold, but it's open house day. I don't expect a huge turnout today because I didn't put out any posts on Facebook regarding this. I will now, but open house days, Sundays are also my day to just get things done. I've got a number of people that I'm trying to get their building agreements finalized and get their stuff over to the bank so that we can get some starts in December. And I think we'll possibly dig three houses this December. All right, first thing I'm gonna do to get all set up and situated here is get all of the lights turned on in the house. And it's not that everything looks better in, lighting when all of the lights are turned on, but with a model home especially that has lots of recessed lights, you want to make sure you're showcasing all of the lighting that's in the house. So number one, and a lot of you may know this may be a no-brainer, but get all the lights turned on in the house. Every single one, even if there's under cabinet lights, lights in cabinets. The range hood always has lights. Lots of switches in this house. I'm still learning them all, but number one, get all the lights turned on. A cool feature in this house, and I'll show you here. Okay, so check out the lights behind me here. Hey Alexa, turn on welcome. Lights come on automatically, and then there's going to be music that plays from these. Those are features you're going to want to make sure to point out to the people walking through this house, because not only does it just do something cool, turning on the lights, turning off the lights, turning on music, you can operate your TV, which is behind the barn doors here, the music. You can set this up so it links with garage door openers, locks on the front door. Hey Alexa, make sure locks are locked. And it'll check to make sure all the locks are locked. And then the other nice thing is when you're leaving, hey Alexa, turn on goodbye. That'll turn the lights off, turn the music off, kind of shut everything down. So it's a cool feature, and all of these things are designed to save time. And that's something that you can point out to the potential clients that are walking through here is everybody needs more time. So I believe you can also integrate Alexa with, Kohler has what's called the DTV, which is a system that operates everything in the shower. And I'll give you a shot of that here real quick. Okay, so here's our master bathroom shower, and this is something that would be good to let your clients know about as well. We've got 2 body sprays, we've got a fixed shower head, and then we've got another shower head here on a slider bar. This would be a handheld, and instead of having a separate valve for each one of these 3 things, which number one, coming into the shower, it takes a little bit of time to turn those valves on. Now, I realize that's not a huge time saver, but if you're trying to get everything on one consistent temperature, or as the hot water in your hot water tank drains down, you have to keep adjusting these valves to where with the DTV system, you can simply turn on, or you don't have to get behind the wall to fix a valve. There's a box that is down in the basement. It's wired to the keypad right here. And if there's ever an issue with anything, that can be accessed from the basement floor, and they don't have to get into behind your tile walls, which is a good thing. You don't have any tile repair or anything like that to deal with. I'll show you these cool fixtures that we picked here, or my wife picked for the master shower. So these are Kohler's Vibrant French Gold. We got the black sink, gold drain to go with it. We did quartz. This is one of my favorite rooms of the house, the office. the study, the den, the library, whatever you want to do with it. We've got a sliding barn door here, and you don't see this until you walk into the room. But you come into the room here and it's a complete wow factor. You've got a 16-foot tall ceiling, just a really cool feature. And then we did some nice up and down lighting. So at nighttime, it kills some of that dead space, some of that dead wall space. When you're doing an open house, don't just plan on sitting there and reading a book, or, unless it's an educational one, or watching the game or scrolling around on Facebook. Make sure you're planning on getting work done, because you're going to have days where you may have a couple people that come in, but maybe nobody comes in the entire 3 hours that you're there. Don't just sit there and not get anything done. Feel productive, have a productive day, and you'll thank yourself for it. Something that's really, really cool about sales are commissions and closing. You usually get your commissions paid to you at closing. In my case, when a construction loan closes, and that's what we do here in the state of Wisconsin, is the client closes on the construction loan prior to us starting the build. So I actually get a portion at the closing, and then I get the remainder of it after we backfill the foundation and we take what's called the first draw. So we're going to be coming into December in a few weeks here, and Christmas is in December, and it's nice to have some extra money around the holidays. And I've got 3 new construction home closings all in the first 2 weeks of December. For you as a salesperson, this is something that I'm doing now for 2018, is determining, going through, figuring out what all of my expenses are, what I'm spending money on every single month, and saying, okay, this is how much I'm spending. Maybe this is how much I want to stop spending, but this is what I'm spending. And in order to pay my bills and, fund what I'm doing, I need to make this much per month, which breaks down to this much per week. That's going to tell you how many homes that you need to sell and how many closings that you have to have every month. So I'm in the process of planning that out for 2018. I did not do that for 2017. I pretty much just, sold as many homes as I could, like I always do, but it's way better to have a plan and a big picture in place so that you can focus on things and really keep things. There may be a matter of a week or so where maybe you get complacent with somebody and you start working on somebody else, but that first person that you were working with, if you were looking at when you needed them to close on their construction loan, you would have kept bringing them along so that they could have closed a week or 2 weeks earlier, which could have a huge impact on your budget and paying bills, as opposed to working with the other client and moving them forward, which you still want to do, but you should have placed the priority on the client who is closer to closing, and making sure that their closing coincides with your budget. Now, you're not, of course, just planning and moving people along according to your budget. That's not the right thing to do. That's not what I'm saying. But once you've already got a commitment with somebody and you're moving forward with them, their closing is pretty much dependent on you and how quickly you're going to be able to do things. So if you've got somebody here and you need a commission check come, a month and a half from now, you better make sure that in 2 weeks their stuff is at the bank, so that they're closing 4 weeks from then and you're getting your commission in a month and a half. So those are just some tips on how to plan and budget, because that is one of the hardest things in 100% commissioned sales job, is to plan and budget. But if you can control when your commissions, when your closings are going to be happening, that'll make a world of difference and make things a lot easier for you. All right, well, the day's over. Okay, let's end it like this. So open houses are still a hugely important tool and resource for you to do, especially if you are just getting into this industry. This is a way to practice. And like any other profession that's out there, you need to practice if you're going to be good at it. So with doing an open house, you get to practice and feel those questions that you're going to get, how you're talking with people, leading them through the house. And there are going to be days where you don't get a lot of people that come through, the open house, and that's just how it's going to be. You can find other things to do that can make you efficient and keep your time occupied, like putting pricing together, getting back to people on emails, so on and so forth. Still something to always be said for coming through the house, walking through the house, meeting the salesperson, seeing the quality of the home. No matter where technology goes, that's always going to remain a factor. Side note, we're building that house. Can't see it, it's too sunny. And if you're new, it's just a great way to get experience and practice. All right, well, thanks again for your time. If you find this video helpful or useful for somebody who is in the industry, please like, share. If you're just starting off in the industry, let me know if you've got any questions, what you think of the new construction home building industry thus far. I would love to hear. Thank you.